Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you're well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Cancer sign out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can reverse. So if this is resonating with you, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you are starting out with the Magician. You have the Two of Pentacles reversed, and you have the Two of Wands. So there's something to do with decisions here. And I feel like you might be going back and forth a little bit. You're at a crossroads in your life. I do feel like you're in a very high manifestational mode, so be aware of that, because you literally, from this position, can manifest whatever it is that you want. I do feel like a lot of what you're wanting is balance, because something has put you into a state of imbalance. It was outside forces that did that. And I also feel like some of you are manifesting a twin flame or a deep soulmate energy here. You've made up your mind that that's what you want, and you're manifesting that. Some of you could be making plans to travel, trying to make decisions with regard to that. But I definitely feel that you're in this energy of being at a crossroads, making a lot of decisions, and literally feeling like you can manifest whatever it is that you want. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy, please. You may be dealing with a Libra or another water sign. You could be dealing with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancerian energy such as yourself. We have Justice, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. All right, so the person in your energy, I do feel like this is somebody who is keeping a close eye on you. They're watching you as you're going through this decision-making process. They do see that you're in a little bit of an unstable or some kind of an energy that's unbalanced here. And I feel like this person would like to help to balance out that energy, but they feel that you're not receptive to it. There's almost a sense here of this person feeling like if they tried to insert themselves, that you would be hostile to it, that you view things in a black and white type of scenario, that, you know, there's no shades, it's just black or white. And I also, some of you could be dealing with somebody who works in the court systems in some manner, but this is somebody who is very justice-minded. It's somebody who does like things to be very balanced, and I also feel like this is somebody who has deep feelings for you. With the Queen of Cups here, they're highly focused on you. This person watches you. They watch your every move, and they're definitely watching your decisions and what it is that you're making choices about. There's again this energy, and I've seen this quite a bit in your energy. In this particular deck, and I do choose my decks intuitively, the Queen of Cups is pregnant. I don't normally see that in the Queen of Cups, but in this deck, she's pregnant. So this person could be watching you build something, or there could be something that is new, brand new, that is starting between you and this person, and they're wanting to build off of that. I definitely feel like they have deep feelings and emotions for you. So let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you're becoming more aware of each other, and this is an energy of choosing each other. So you manifested options for yourself, and you definitely had a lot of options here. However, you are aware, Cancer, that not every option that you have is going to serve you. Not every option is a good, option for you. And so I do feel like this is somebody you've chosen to be in your life. Now, in their energy, this is someone who as intently as they watch you, they pretend not to. So just be aware of that. But this is somebody who balance is extremely important. And they feel that you would provide a balance for their energy. Yeah. So let me see. So they're choosing you. You're choosing them. You're both aware, you know, there could have been some confusion at some point about what you wanted to do, what choice to make. But you're both choosing one another. And I do believe that there could be unconditional love here. Show me, Spirit, what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection for Cancer and this person. All right, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you may be healing from something here that caused an imbalance. And then we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so the Queen of Wands, you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius energy. I do feel that what's affecting this connection is you're continuing to heal from whatever this outside force was that caused the imbalance. And I do feel that you have communicated that to this person. In their energy, this is somebody who is not only very justice-minded and trying to bring balance to a situation that was very unjust, by the way. This person feels compelled to do so. They feel compelled to bring justice to this situation that created so much confusion for you in the past. But this person has you on a pedestal, Cancer. This person views you as somebody that is hot as hell. I am also saying this is somebody who is very action-oriented. They're very fiery in the way that they do things. They could be somebody who is in the public eye in some manner. They're very attractive, I will tell you that. They're very attractive, they're charismatic, they're action-oriented, and they're used to being chased by other people. They're used to other people looking at them, admiring them. And I feel like your energy, you're kind of reserved with regard to this person. So that sticks out. They're used to people chasing them, but you don't. You don't. And that was a conscious choice on your side. So they're very attracted to you. But they have feelings as well. So I'm seeing passion. I'm seeing feelings. I'm seeing you both choosing each other. I'm seeing you opening up to this person about something that caused some difficulties in your life, created this imbalance. And this person wants to bring justice to that situation, and they're actually trying to figure out how to do that. What they could do that would balance this out, that would bring the justice to that situation. And at the same time, they're afraid that you're going to be upset with them if they do. Let me see the outcome. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, so there's some stuck energy here by the end of the week. And that's because of some sort of decision, some crossroads that you're at, which is very interesting. So you have a little bit of healing to go. Now, this person is still very focused on you, and they want this to move. Actually, both of you may even believe that this is a destined connection. It has yet to go completely into the upright, where everything moves in your favor, everything moves in their favor, and the two of you move forward together. But it's trying to come through. And you're dealing with somebody here that is very loving, they definitely watch you very closely, and they almost feel protective of you. It's this energy of wanting to balance out what was wrong, what caused the problems. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card. You might be dealing with a Leo, but as an underlying energy, it's telling me that you've been working on yourself. There's courage and strength that's involved. You to move forward with this person, to make this decision. This person to move forward with you. Therefore, both of you turning this Wheel of Fortune into the upright. It's also showing me that you have a very calming energy to this person that is here. It's like you tame the beast within with this person. You take this lion and you turn him into a little pussycat. So, and they know it, and they like that about you. This is what has just really caught them up. They're used to being chased by other people, but they're not used to anybody who has that kind of energetic pull on them that you do. It also shows me that you're manifesting here, and that the storms are behind you now, that you've had the courage and the strength to overcome them. So let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Magician here for Cancer? Why is the Magician here for Cancer? Okay, so we have the Six of Coins, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and we have the High Priestess. So you've been keeping a lot in. You've been keeping a lot in, and you've it's been making you unhappy. And now you're trying to balance that out. You've realized that you don't have any choice. You can't continue to keep things within. So your intuition is telling you that you need to actively manifest balance. You need to actively manifest a equal give and take in a relationship. You're understanding that you have to lean deep into your intuition. What led you to that was this feeling of emotional discontent, this feeling of unhappiness. So I see you becoming far more intuitive. You're coming across as being very spiritual and yet very mysterious to this person. Some of you could be tarot readers as well, but you're manifesting the balance in your life. Yeah. So let me see. Show me the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is what you're healing from. Show me the Two of Pentacles in reverse. All right, there was an ending. Ace of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups. You weren't expecting it. Page of Cups. And the Ten of Wands reversed. So there was someone new here in your energy at some point. It looks like for some of you, you loved this person. There was an ending. But with that ending came about the ending of problems. Some of them you didn't even know that you had. But you found out. And I do feel like this is what you're healing from. This is a new person that's in your life. This new person came into your life right around the time that you ended something that was extremely unstable. And you were working these things out. You were healing. You were trying to resolve these problems. You had just stepped out of feeling overwhelmed. You had begun to get the clarity that you need when this new person came in. And you were stepping into your power. You have feelings for this person. But you are also aware that you're still healing from something. It was an ending here that was a situation that was really unstable. Some of you could have also lost a sum of money. And if so, you're working that out. That's repairing. That your money problems are coming to an end. Your money is balancing out. So let me see this Two of Wands. Why are you at this crossroads? Show me the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is it's clarifying the Two of Wands. So you're definitely at a crossroads and you don't like it. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you don't like it. So you're having to make a decision. You're having to decide what direction you're going to move. And the stuck energy is coming from the fact that you don't want to have to be the one to make this decision. Yeah, I see it. I feel like you're going to be opening up and talking to this new person though. And their energy is one where they're kind of watching to see what you're going to do here. You don't like having to be in that position of making this decision, but there's some sort of decision and you're refusing to make that decision right now. And it has to do with love. It has to do with feelings. It has to do with whether or not you feel that this person is your actual person. Be careful too, because I do see that you might be more in your masculine energy and kind of suppressing your feminine energy a little bit, whether you're male or female, because we have both, you know. So just make sure that you're not, you know, trying to harden yourself. Make sure that you are allowing the softer side of you to come out. Because I do feel like after everything you went through, that might be a little difficult for you. Let's look at this person's energy. Spirit, why is justice here for the person in Cancer's energy? All right, we have the Two of Cups reversed and the Five of Cups. This person sees you at a second chance at love. Yeah, they went through a breakup. They went through some kind of a breakup with somebody that was difficult. They could actually, this could be the ending of a marriage too, and they could be in legal, some sort of legal, like divorce that hasn't quite ended. They did go through a period of sadness, but they took the lessons that they learned from this breakup, and now they're moving forward. They're choosing you, and they feel like you are their second chance at happiness. Yeah. So they're past whatever this breakup is, although it does look like for some of you there could still be something to do with legalities, but emotionally they've learned from it and they've moved on, and they see you as a chance to become happy, to be in a relationship, to have that love. Let me see Page of Swords. Show me the Page of Swords. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Interesting, because you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, this is them talking to you about what caused the imbalance in your life. There's back and forth communication. They may even initiate this. They may say, hey, you know, Cancer, I can't help but notice that there's some things here that you don't talk about. There's some things here, you know, that I can tell caused you to feel very upset or very hurt. I can see you're healing from something. There's talk back and forth. I see it on both of your sides. I see you opening up to them after not talking to anybody about this for a while. You open up to them, and they're there for you. They want to bring justice to the situation because, see, they've already developed these feelings for you. They want to do something about it, but they don't quite know what to do. But they're protective of you. That's what I'm seeing. This person is actually protective of you. So they're trying to figure out what they can do to help you to heal, to help you to open up more. Let me see the Queen of Cups. I mean, it's amazing to me how much this person is focused on you, Cancer. Look at that. Again, Page of Swords. They've got it twice. And that's the watching you card. And who are they watching? The Queen of Cups. That's you. Because they see that you're stuck. They see that there's something here that's chaotic in your energy. And if it's chaotic in your energy, what they're saying to you is, if it's chaotic in your energy, Cancer, then it's chaotic in my energy. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how to help you move forward so the two of you can move forward together. Wow. I don't know, Cancer, it looks like you got a good one here. I do see that there is some chaos here. There's some stuck energy, and they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how to move it forward. Let me see, show me the energy between Cancer and this person. The Empress reversed. Now that disturbs me, Cancer, because I always see the Empress in the upright. So the energy between the two of you, I do see you feeling like each one feeling that this person is the best choice. You're keeping something to yourself. What you're keeping to yourself is somebody who treated you very disrespectfully. It was a situation, this outside force that wasn't growing, that you had to pull back from. And it caused damage, though. It caused you to question your value, to question your self-worth. It caused you to kind of pull back and to not give and to not nurture. It caused unhappiness here. But as you leaned into your intuition, you began to find your balance. And you also, in doing so, you began to manifest a balanced, connection. So you manifested this person. But you're still in this energy where you're not giving, you're not nurturing, you're still keeping some things to yourself. And that's creating some unhappiness. So even though you're choosing this person, there's some residual that's happening here and it's affecting you. And you may be also looking at this and saying, I'm just going to give this some time. Right now I'm happy, but eventually everything ends. And that's kind of a negative way of looking at it. It's almost like you're afraid to trust this. So in their energy, this person went through something very painful themselves. I feel like they went through an ending where somebody betrayed them. Somebody stuck every knife in their back. And they're looking at you and they don't feel that you would do that. You are a little mysterious to them, but at the same time, I feel like this person sees you as a second chance and to have love in their life. They see you as being somebody that's balanced. Now, the person who betrayed this person, they could, like I said, be in some sort of a legal battle with this person. But they're definitely choosing you, and they see you as a second chance at love. Let me see what's affecting this connection. So you've both gone through some stuff, You're both healing. So what's affecting the connection? We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. We have the Chariot. So you tick each other's boxes, You're both looking at each other as saying, yeah, I went through a lot. And now that's over, that's done. And this is the person I want. This is my wish fulfillment. Cancer, you're saying I manifested this person and this is the person I would choose. This is the person I want. However, again, I'm seeing that you still need to heal. You're still healing from this outside force or person who disrespected you, who caused you to kind of build a wall, who caused a lot of imbalance in your life. So it's like you manifested this person, but now the reality of this person being here has put you at this crossroads where you have to heal yourself or it's going to damage this relationship. And so you vacillate between wanting to talk to this person, wanting to work things, through and open up with them, to shutting down and not doing so. I do feel like ultimately you and these are long-standing issues. There's cobwebs here. These are long-standing things. These are things that you haven't had a difficult time talking to anybody about. But you're going to. It's difficult. Some days you want to and other days you don't. But regardless, you're choosing this person. This person is everything you could want. Now, in their energy, oh my gosh, they are moving forward. This is the emperor that drives the chariot. So this person's they feel protective of you. They've been watching you. They know that there's something that causes imbalance. They're gonna take the initiative to talk to you. They want to fix the problem if they can. This person's highly protective of you. They want to figure out how they can best serve you. This is also a sign of Cancer, the chariot here. Sometimes I will do that as Gemini as well. But the point is they want to balance this out for you. They want to figure it out. This person could also be planning on traveling with you. There could be something that the two of you are talking about traveling or going somewhere. And they're a little uncertain about it, but they're going to. Let me see the outcome. They want to move forward. You are everything this person could want. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Okay, so we have the Four of Coins reversed. We have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. All right, so interesting. So why there's all this stuck energy that's here between the two of you. This person is aware of it. They're trying to figure out, how can I help Cancer get things unstuck? It pains them to see this. All right, in your energy, you are at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads, and there's a choice that has to be made, and you're having a very hard time making this choice. You don't like that you have to make this choice. So what I see you ultimately doing, I see you ultimately releasing what was hurting you, releasing this pain, releasing all this stuck energy. I see you walking away from that. I don't see you walking away from this person. Now, that is one of the choices, though. You can close your heart off. You can walk away from this person and let them go, or you can release the pain that is here. You can release what's causing you to close off your heart, and you can walk away from the pain. You can release it. You can let it go. That Wheel of Fortune then will go into the upright. Will you have the courage and the strength to do so? So this is the crossroads that you're at. You literally have manifested this person, but you did it in a time when you were still healing from something, and now you have to decide, are you going to keep them, or are you going to walk away from them? Are you going to stay in the pain? Are you going to hold on to the pain? Or are you going to release it and let it go and move forward with this person? Because they are your wish fulfillment. The Eight of Cups, they walk away from what does not serve them, and they walk straight into the Nine of Cups. You've already said this is your Nine of Cups, but you have to make the choice, and you're at a crossroads, and it will require changes. This is difficult for the person that's in your energy because they see this process. They're not going to step in and try to force your hand. They're going to sit back and they're going to wait. They're going to let you do what you need to do. They're watching. It's causing chaos in their life. It's hard for them. It's painful. But they're basically watching to see what you're going to do. Is it going to turn in their favor, or are you going to stay in the pain? And they're not going to force you. And I have to say, this person, like, that kind of energy is rare. So, I mean, you got to do what you know is right. I do feel like you're going to lean into your intuition. It's a hard place to be in, but you got to make a choice here. And it's not a choice between two people. It's a choice between holding on to the pain from the past, or releasing it, working through it, letting it go, so you can move on with your life with somebody that is very protective, very much attracted to you, and very much is in love with you. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. That's underlying energy. And it speaks to waiting. It speaks to being able to look at things from a different perspective. It speaks to a self-imposed energy of wait. And while you're waiting, finding the courage and the strength to let the past be in the past. So, yeah, you're at a crossroads, Cancer. All right, I'm going to pull a oracle card for you. Pulling for the sign of Cancer. Pulling for the sign of Cancer. All right. Your card says, trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. Ooh. So if that's not spirit talking to you, I don't know what is. All right, I hope this has been helpful, Cancer. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are love, and namaste.